So, hello everyone, and today we'll be talking about grounding or earthing. Uh, Whichever way we take the word, the ultimate aim is how can we with Mother Earth. And we will see that why it is so important, what it does to us, and how. If we understand what any topic is, then it is one part of the battle. How to implement in our life, that is the next part of the battle. Then comes the third and final part, to do. But before doing it, if we understand what's in it for me, like why should I look into this topic, learn about it, do it, follow, maintain, whatever the scenario may be, then it becomes easier if we can understand what it is and how. And that's the whole idea. The intention of our wisdom sharing is always the first two part, third part is up to the individuals, because that we all have our individual journey. We cannot interfere in someone else's soul plan. So why grounding or earthing? So let's understand Panchbhuta first, because the story starts there. And you may have observed that generally in villages, people don't fall sick to that percentage. I mean, we all, right, in every part of the world, we fall sick, doesn't matter. But relatively, if we see, we find they have more resistance or more, if we may say, healing power. Like we say, animal kingdom. I mean, they don't have doctors. Animals don't go to a hospital. How do they, stay healthy most of the time? Of course, they have their own journey. And there are many reasons, right? Of course, you can say their lifestyle, their eating habits, all those things. But the one key element is Panchbhutas. They live in sync, in synchronism. Basically, you can say they are synchronized or in sync with the nature, means they are following circadian rhythm. They are living with our basic structure, which is Panchbhuta. Our body is made up of Panchbhutas. And all five elements out of which our body is formed is important. And once you miss one element, it has an impact directly on functioning, means on our health. So if functioning of your body, your organ, your system gets impacted, immediately we say, oh, I have some issue, whether it is discomfort, disease, illness, whatever we may call it. If you are not breathing pure air, you are out of touch with the air element. You are out of touch with, say, Mother Earth, right? Water. If you are out of touch with fire or sky, we get impacted. So why? Because again, our body is made up of these five. Now, air, I mean, everybody is breathing. What's the big deal about it? Especially in North America, whether you are inside your house, inside your workplace, the air is circulated. We think we are breathing good quality air, but is it really a good quality air? It's stale. There is a difference between, oh, it's not polluted versus a stale air. Now, when we go talk about sun, we think, okay, it's very cold 6 months of the year. I cannot be outside. I am on this side of the window. That means I'm inside my room. Through the window, I'm getting sun on me. So I'm getting direct sunshine. I find a room or my office next to the window and all that thing, and I'm getting vitamin D. I'm getting all the benefit of sun. Well, yes and no. Yes, because obviously you're getting sunshine. It makes a big difference in our mood, in our the whole life, the plants you can see. However, this glass is not with a side effect, right? Side effect in the sense there are, you can say in simple term, if I may say, a part of the sunlight that is getting filtered out because of that glass. So it is not 100% as if you are getting sunshine on your body directly, no filter, no resistance in between. There are part of the waves that gets reflected, and hence it makes a difference whether you are on this side or that side. That means whether you are directly in contact with sun rays or through the glass. Water is water in the sense We think, okay, we should drink 2 liters of water. Very common statement you may have heard. And we think, yeah, I'm drinking 2 liters, so I'm good. Is that checkbox done just by saying I'm drinking 2 liters? That is only drinking water. Our body, just like Mother Earth, is more than 70% water. However, when we say Earth, we are talking about be in touch with Earth means directly with the Earth. When we talk about water, we are talking about touch with water. That means when you go to the beach, to the lake, doesn't matter it's a pond, are you in touch with the natural, right? Not just drinking water, not just the water you are taking shower, for bathing purpose and all those things. That's of course important. But when we are in touch with any water body, it has its own healing effect because that water body is in direct contact with the other elements, other 4 elements. And whenever you go to a beach, we generally sit or we are watching, sitting on the beach. Of course, you can say I'm on sand, but if possible, take the, what shoes, sandals, slippers, whatever you're wearing, take them off, bare feet, just walk. And if you can walk, where the water is very shallow, say a couple of inches to a feet or whatever. So now you're in touch with water, you're in touch with soil, that means earth, of course, fresh air under sun. So you get multiple benefit out of the spending of the same energy, same time, same effort. But you get one extra element, water. And then when we talk about the space, means sky, it has its own direct impact on us. Now one can say, how does it make any difference? We have Earth, different planets, right? Huge. We are talking about thousands of kilometers of diameters. And we feel, wow, humongous. And then we say, which is the next planet? And we say, okay, this, or we are talking about the next star, next galaxy, whatever. And we feel as if there is a vacuum in between, but it's not. It's energy. And that's what we refer as ether, space. So when we are talking of space, sky, ether, whatever way you call it, actually you are in touch with that energy. You touch in the sense in contact, right? So the impact we are talking about is that energy. And of course, then our fifth element, Earth, everything starts and ends here. There is a time when, we like when we were kids, never used to even think about it, running, all those things, bare feet. Now we are much more concerned. Whether because of hygienic, because of, after epidemic, especially everybody's, sanitizing their hands 10 times in a day or washing hands. It's actually counterproductive from one perspective. We are who we are. We have to be in touch with Mother Earth. Even if we do say gardening, we are wearing gloves nowadays. I mean, you lost your opportunity there. Even if you are planting something, a small planter, but you will pick soil, you will do certain things. Or if you already have a plant, you are just maintaining it. We used to do it with our bare hands. Now even we, in the name of, all those, as I said, to sanitize or in terms of hygiene and whatnot, we are using gloves. So again, we lost touch. So you see, in every form or shape, we are going away. So what's impacting? The grounding is impact. The touch with Panchbhutas is impact. We are not in touch with Mother Earth. So when animals are walking, they are walking bare feet. They are always in touch. They are getting this ion exchange, which we will get into soon. So whether you say earthing, grounding, basically it is a matter of being in touch with natural electric charges, which is present in Earth's surface, which stabilizes. Stabilizes what? Our psyche at the deepest level. So whether it is your mental, emotional, physical, psychosomatic, whichever way we look at our health, it impacts everywhere. So what it does, it reduces inflammation. What's the big deal if it is impacting my inflammation, especially introduction? Well, any and every disease, discomfort, illness is related to inflammation. Inflammation is, one of the common factor you will find everywhere. So if you can reduce inflammation, no medicine needed, what else, could be magical better than this? It directly helps you with your relief of pain, stress, blood flow, energy, sleep, you name it. Why? Inflammation. Inflammation low means your health goes up, period. Straightforward. So if it is that important, why, it's not so much talked about? So just like anything else, nobody makes money if you are grounded, except some of the companies we will talk about now, that if you are not in direct touch with Mother Earth, what are the alternates? We will look into that. But they are the ones who are saying, hey, there is an alternate here. But otherwise, just like anything else, you can do meditation, stay healthy. Who does it benefit? First and foremost, you. So if you are not concerned, then no one else in all probability would be. So that's our intention. Spare the wisdom and let people decide what they want for them. So what happens, or why should I, walk bare feet on the grass? So again, bare feet means ion exchange. The ions which are present on the earth's surface and your body, it's taking place. So where this ion exchange starts? Ion will only travel. Ion means electrons, or, from that perspective, simple form, if you see, we know that electricity travels when there is a voltage difference. Otherwise, just like water, water will only flow because of the gravity. It will not go against gravity. It comes from mountains, it goes to the sea. It is traveling down. Voltage, same thing. There has to be a voltage difference, then only ions can be exchanged. And that is where your body and the earth exchanges when you're bare feet. If there is an insulator, just like any other electrical equipment, insulator, no flow of ions or electron. So what happens? When you are walking, your body is getting auto-tuned. Auto-tuned means, sorry, you're balancing. When we walk, sometimes we lose balance. We twist our ankle or whatever, and we say, oh my God, this and that. When you go for hiking, when you go for mountaineering or any such thing, people say, hey, place your feet correctly, because you're not walking on a paved surface. It's up and down everywhere. When we walk barefoot, our muscles, because skins, through skins, there are so many sensors throughout. Your skin is the first of all the largest organ in our body, by the way. And then on your skin, it's a continuous loop. You got sensors where the direct, with the brain, receptors are there which are telling, okay, how to place. You think you decide? No. When you are placing your feet, instantly, milli or microseconds, the body is exchanging that information. So even if you are closing, say you're walking with eyes closed, you will see uneven surface, the body will position itself, the feet, the body, and everything. Because the brain knows where, how you will not walk perpendicular or straight. Your body will be moving accordingly, depending on the ground you're walking. So what it does is it's improve the balance. And this balance means the coordination between those sensors on the feet all the way up to up. They are put to use. If muscles are not used, they lose their power. You don't use them, you lose them. So it's very important that we keep these powers active. We commonly say, oh, birds fly. They use GPS system, the universe GPS, and we need a gadget GPS system. We have the power to sense Earth magnetic field or whatever. We have stopped using it. That's why we lost it. Again, birds, animals, they don't go to any school. Now, if you need to know more, some more detail, yes, if the topic is interesting, there are a lot of resources. You can watch the Earthing movie. It will give you a lot of details, some of it in concept or otherwise we are reviewing. And you will see that how this documentary helps explaining that it is not just me talking or someone else, kind of concept or belief system. No, a lot of research has been done, and it is beyond only random examples. So we were talking about sensors or receptors, on our skin, feet, hand, palm, we all have. So about imagine 1300 nerve ending per square inch. So you can imagine how many sensors, nowadays we are trying to make a robot which can walk, do your household work and whatnot. We are still struggling. I mean, the best robot is we ourselves, the human body. So we draw the energy from the ground, free electrons enters, and then it balances the functioning. Now, if we can balance, if we can keep the inflammation away, you keep a lot of health issues away from you. What happens is when you are grounded, lots of it, right? You start from one end and you will go to the other. That means you start from head to toe, you start from organs to skin to muscles to bone, your gut, your like everywhere you will find that, yes, I get some benefit in this part of the body. So when we say just by walking alone, you can eliminate a lot of issues from your body, it's not that, okay, somehow I have belief and I'm just, going by a blind faith. No. When pretty much every part of the body is getting benefit, you can only imagine how much health it will provide you. If you are healthy, why would you go to a doctor? Why would you take allopathic medication? I'm not against allopathic medication, but if I can avoid, why not? Every medicine comes with a side effect. This is guaranteed. You take a basic painkiller to any high level, means, for any kind of serious illness, disease, or whatever. I don't think there exists any medicine which has zero side effect. So if you can fix your issue naturally, if you can fix by yourself, if let nature fix it, then we have avoided all the side effects from our life through medicines which we keep taking. We take antibiotic, we take this and that, and then we say, oh my God, I fixed the problem, but now the side effects are killing me. So when we talk about the grounding or earthing, there's, as we talked, there's a huge difference between direct being in touch, or you think I'm walking. I'm going for a walk every day, but I'm wearing my shoes. So you think you are outside, fresh air. Yes, fresh air, no doubt, but not grounding. A very small example I'll give you. Whenever I'm traveling, especially India or Europe, because of the time zone, like 7 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, anywhere where you go, not 1 or 2 hours, but when you have a huge difference. Just try one thing, which I do, and I've seen, so personally, I can say I believe in it. We get jet lag. You lose half a day, one day, some kind of, it's an issue because you are not in the local time zone. All you have to do is, as soon as you go wherever you're going, depending if it's night, wait for the morning, walk bare feet on the grass. If I reach, say, India at night, morning, first thing I do, walk bare feet on the grass. My biological clock gets synchronized with the local clock. That means my local time zone and my time zone synchronized. I don't feel jet lag. There is no medicine. There is no trick, just nature. And then you can enjoy your time, whatever you are there for. At least you are not in the opposite clock, circadian rhythm, that when there's day, you are sleeping, in the night, you are awake. Simple walking, nothing else. Now, there are tons of case studies research. And one of the site I highly recommend everyone is, if you want more, just go to, it's a PubMed, PUB publication. So PUB MED for medical publication. So just go in the US, all the universities, all the different researchers, they have their publications there. It's free, just research any topic. Doesn't matter what you are doing it. Even if it is a spiritual, meditation, breath work, you can do whatever you like. You will always find some technical paper. So what it is showing is the researchers, they research, they analyze the body before and after grounding, and they saw the changes. And there are many tools for different research. Of course, they use different tools. There are sensors which can sense the heat map. There are sensors which can sense the waves from our mind, our head. There are sensors which can sense the energy, all kinds. And then when the researchers, they use this and they say before and after, that how much pain, the red color is reflecting, you can say the inflammation, pain, discomfort, and the blues and the right side, the reduction from red to yellow to green, you will see the improvement. So it immediately gives you visual benefit that, okay, so much impact, like we saw the screen before where different part of the body gets benefit. And many such research publications are there. So now the question comes, especially in North America, that what can I do? 6 months I have snow outside. I cannot walk bare feet. I want to, but the weather doesn't allow me. So then there are options. And one such option which I use personally, like right now under my desk, I have one mat, the one what you see in the middle, and the same kind. I have one in the office, but that is on top of my desk because most of the time we end up working on a laptop or computer. So, you have a keyboard, you have a mouse, so it just goes under. So my palms are resting on it most of the time. Or at home, it's just underneath, so my feet are resting on it. And then you see this cable going from this mat. So, this cable attaches. This is a conductive mat. So it connects this mat to the ground pin of your electrical outlet. In North America, you will see in the central, the small pin, round pin, and it just goes straight in there. It doesn't matter India or any country, we have three. The third one is always the grounding. So it gets connected there. From there, from your house grounding cable, it goes to the earth. And this way you get ion exchange. You can get a bigger one. You can sleep like, on your bed so that you are sleeping. So what it means is whatever you want to do, options are available. So this is what I'm referring to under my feet at home or office. I have this under my laptop, so it's easy. It doesn't matter, uh, weather outside, but at least inside I can. Now the question is, does it work? So that's why in the previous one, there is a small instrument to check the grounding. So I purchased that also just to see if it works or not. You don't have to, but again, my experimental or curious mind just wanted to see, to prove whether it works. So yes, if you take the connector off, the mat will stop grounding effect, and the moment you connect, it start. So then the question comes, okay, you keep researching and you keep finding that does it really work? And again, there are different experiments as I was talking about. And when you research, the blood, before and after grounding, like we saw the pain, the same is, in terms of the blood as well. And the viscosity, you're talking about the red blood cell, that's the RBC. So if your blood is at proper viscosity, the heart will have easy time pumping it. When the viscosity goes up, the load on the heart goes up. And then what do we say? Oh my God, my heart, uh, you know, doctor will give you a thinner, some medicine. And again, the allopathy comes into play. So there are ways to keep it controlled. And you can see, like, it's not a question of I do something today and I have to wait for a week, a month. The impact is in hours, in a day you will see benefit. Now, benefit doesn't mean you already have a health condition and you will see in 2 hours. What it means is the impact on our body is such that where there is viscosity, where there is pain, it start giving you benefit. And then, of course, you can have continuous use, because again, no extra time. I'm just sitting. In any case, I'm working. I'm not doing anything extra that I need another half an hour in my life to do grounding. No. For walking outside, yes. But this mat helps me. Does it mean I will not go and walk? No. What it means is if I can add extra benefit out of whatever I'm doing, I'm getting, then why not? Yes, when the weather is not appropriate, I cannot walk, so at least I'm getting grounding. Now they tested it on infants also. Why? Because, whether we call off heart rate variability, whether, we talk about the voltage, as I was talking about, where the exchange takes place, whether it is in terms of your immune system. So there are different terms that scientists may use. The bottom line is that it impacts all ages, newborn, all the way to adults. Different parts of the body gets different benefits. Now, voltage doesn't mean like electricity 110 volt. No, our body doesn't carry that kind of voltage. But you do have voltage difference, because without that, the ion exchange will never take place. So this is nature. Animals have it. So it's not like, you have to be a yogi or a guru to have potential difference. This is how we are designed. So nothing that you have to do. And uh, every time that you think, you know, you have found a benefit, you may be surprised. You keep researching and you find additional benefit. So again, the scientific side of me, I have mentioned before about this instrument BioWell that I have. So that is for human energy, plus also it tests the room energy. So recently as a group, we did this experiment and I found it very interesting. So then I did it at my house. So as I mentioned, this grounding effect, the mat. So what I did was, in the same room, same location, didn't change. Mat on means connected to the grounding pin, and with grounding pin taken off means the mat off. Same means the energy around that area. And immediately without grounding, the energy, I could see the energy dropped. Energy dropped in the sense of this entropy. When we say it is the ordered, you can say the orderliness of the energy, means how chaotic the energy is. If it is uh, uh, calm, constant, or it's going kind of up and down, that kind of thing. So whichever way you measure, ultimately it's showing that is there an impact of grounding or not using some instrument. And when you can check at your own place, obviously, then at least for me, that's how I used to be 5 years ago. Prove it to me. Why should I believe? Show it to me. And then, of course, now in a different way and a different uh, concept, higher or deeper. So masters, this is grounding, this is everything, why we should do, what it does to us, how can we prove or understand it, whichever way. Nothing wrong if you say prove it to me, but that's how then it goes. So this is how what it does, to us, and this is something that once we understand, you can make your own decision that yes, do I want to follow this? Do I want to believe in it? And then it comes to you as a question, what next? Which, of course, individually you decide. So if any question, anything that you have, yeah, please feel free to uh, unmute yourself and ask that. Yes, Mukesh, please go ahead.
So, I mean, very useful information, and some of it all of us know, right? Because from the parents, we have been hearing about walking barefoot on ground in the morning. Question I have is these mats, are these available here as well in Canada? Some of these, because I also spent so many hours sitting on laptop, right? So,
Yes, I purchased it from Amazon, like Canada itself.
okay.
And the one that I purchased, it's a brand called Hogo, but that doesn't mean that's the only brand. But the one particular I have is double O or Hoga. I think H-O-O-G-A, Hoga.
Yes.
Yes, H-O-O-G-A.
Yeah. Okay. So this is good to know. Yeah.
And there are different shapes and sizes, kind of thing, as I said, but this particular one, which is very convenient, I think it's about 2 by 3, which is very good, whether you use it under the feet or under your keyboard, kind of thing. It works well.
Thank you. This is good. One thing that I do while walking, you rightly said, right? A lot of time we cannot take off our shoes. So what I do when I in the forest or in the park, I try to touch the trees or the leaves by hand, because that's another way of you can be grounded, right? If you cannot take off your shoes, something I you very usually do.
Absolutely, you're 100% right. And again, if you have a big tree around you, then just hug the tree. Tree hugging is another huge benefit, and it does wonders. I mean, people who are not aware, they may find it weird what's happening, but nowadays, as the awareness is going up, uh, tree hugging is something that is so beneficial and very calming, very calming.
Absolutely, thank you. And the other point you brought, that we are in the open space looking at the stars, right? A lot of time we feel isolated because of the visible limitations of our eyes, right? Because we can only see a very small spectrum of light, right? Whereas the open space where we walk or where we stand, actually, there are so many invisible connections, you can call it, or sometimes we call there is a dark matter, right? Which is nothing but another form of energy, right? The entire universe is kind of connected. So you rightly said, when we are in open space, we are actually connected to the things around. We plant, tree, animal, stars, everything we are kind of connected all the time.
Absolutely. It's all about oneness. And
Oneness, yes.
the more you experience it, the more I think we believe in it. Then you feel that, okay, we only think about our relatives, my neighbors, my colleagues, but oneness doesn't end at any point. It's Atha Samundar, like it's endless because the universe is endless.
Absolutely. Thank
Wonderful.
you. It has been very informative and very nice session.
Thank you very much. And Nina ji, please unmute
Yes.
yourself. Go ahead.
Thank you, Gaurav sir, for another informative session. I have a question. Like when you plug in, it does it need to be plugged in directly to the wall, or it can be through extension cord?
No, directly to the wall, to the grounding pin. So it only goes inside that, the round pin in our.
So extension cord grounding pin is fine, right?
Sometime extension cord may not be connected to, like it depends. If it is a 2 pin extension cord, then you're not using grounding. If
If
it
it
is
is 3 pin,
three,
then it's
then
okay,
then
right?
yes, then it's safe.
Then
Then it's safe.
right. Okay, perfect.
Then it's
Yeah,
safe.
because sometimes it's certain points we don't get right away directly wall point. So that's why I was thinking extension cord, but 3 point it has to be.
That is correct. And
Okay.
fortunately, this one comes with, I don't know, maybe 15 feet or something. The cable is long, the grounding cable. So
Okay.
you will be able to take it. But if it is an any issue, then extension can be used. Technically, answer is yes.
Right.
Practically, I try to minimize as many variables in any equation. So if I can
Okay.
go direct, then why to introduce? Because I don't know whether that grounding is working or not. However, if you have that instrument, that can be checked whether it is finally, doesn't matter where it is connected, is it working or not? But
Okay.
when you order, you don't have to order that instrument as an extra cost, but it will work.
And duration for like keeping the feet on this ground, or does it matter or doesn't matter?
See, you can never get overdose of electrons from Mother Earth. So that's my belief that yes, when we say walking, 10, 15 minutes of walking a day can give you enough what you need for your, the normal health.
Mhm.
But if I'm sitting or working or whatever, then I'm not worried about, like, there is no maximum limit, put it this way.
Right, right. I was looking at it, and then I saw even they have bed sheets, grounding bed sheets too. So,
Yes. So, I mean, we all sleep for 8 hours or 7 or 6 or whatever
right.
that may be.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Thank
that
you.
is
Thank you.
another thing. However, I know on the bed one you will have that, and then you will put a bed sheet on top of it. But
Oh,
when we are working, you go directly on top of it.
okay. Got it. Perfect. Thank you, Gaurav sir. Thank you.
Very welcome, Neeraji. Smita ji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Gauravji, again for another very informative session. There were two questions. One is simple, yes or no, whether you'll be able to share your PowerPoints in our group, because I missed some information here and there. So I thought if I could request that. And the second thing is regarding the time factor that someone was really asking now. So if I stand on it for say 2-3 hours while cooking and all, is there a limitation that you can't do anything unlimited time?
There is no time limit. As much time as you want, you can spend on it without worried about, do I need maximum 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, whatever that is.
Okay.
Okay. And because it is the body,
Yeah.
so that's no issue on that. And yes, you will get the recording link in the group. So anything you mention,
Not the recording. I was saying your slides. Sorry.
I mean, I have no issue sharing the slides, but slides will not give, because you may have some key points, but there is a lot what I speak which are not there on this thing. So that's why.
One slide that I was about to click, then it was changed. So that's why I requested actually one particular slide, which you said
That's no issue.
of grounding, and there were two slides on that, and those were the one I was wanted to click take the screenshot, but I couldn't.
No worries. Absolutely. Anytime.
Thank you.
These slides are all for you only. For you means everyone else to make use of it. So there is absolutely no issue with that.
You will be posting the recording anyway, right, Gaurav?
That is correct. So
Yeah, so I think that is what can be replayed.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right. Anyone, any further question on this topic for today? Okay, if not, then sorry, Shashiji.
I was I heard that, maybe it's not right or right, I don't know, that if you have a wooden floor in the house and you walk on the wooden floor, it will have some kind of grounding effect.
See, Shashiji, wood is insulator. Okay. So wood as insulator will not be able to do any ion exchange, right? So it's like your shoes, plastic, which is insulator. So wood is also insulator. It will not connect you to the ground or Mother Earth. So
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I wanting to ask.
Yeah. So the best is always direct in touch with whether grass or not. Like if you go to the beach, it's sand, it's what, but again, direct connecting to the.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, Gaurav, if I can add a comment here. Yeah, you rightly said. A lot of time people, compare it with the trees. Trees are wet, contain a lot of liquid or water, so they are conductor. whereas the dry wood becomes the insulator. Just wanted to add that.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely, because it is the life factor. What the floor, what we have is a, pardon me saying, but it's a dead wood, right? Whereas when you are talking about leaf, it's energy, it's life. Same as anything which is with anything which is live has voltage in it. Simple.
Okay.
It will never be zero, and that means zero. That means end of the life. And anytime we go near an animal, near a plant, it's an energy exchange happening. So what happens is the information exchange happens through this energy exchange. We think plant cannot talk to us. They do. Of course, not in our language. But the exchange happens through our breath. Our breath has moisture. And that becomes a medium for us to communicate with the plant kingdom. So energy is the language. Unfortunately, we lose track of that feeling or making use or understanding energy, and we just go by our verbal language and that kind of communication. But the real communication with the universe is never with the language. It's always energy, and energy can come from anywhere. It can come from sound. It can ultimately is vibration, right? So is the energy the bottom line, which really takes us to any level, any deeper level. Okay. And I don't think we have any further question, and we do have.
Gauraji, are we meditating today?
That's what I was about to say.
Thank you.
So we have 10 minutes. So we will do a short meditation. So let me get my
Hello, meditation karaવે છે.
singing bowl, and then we will do. So yeah, let's get ready for it. So take off your
હા, હું કરીએ.
glasses.
આ
I'll
meditation
just
10 મિનિટ
get
કરી લઈ.
my-
ઓ, બટેટો અહીંયા
Let me get my singing bowl and all right. Okay, so we will start, but then I will stop recording. So